This is Political Arena on S24 Television. I am Bakri. For decades, the debate on resource control in Nigeria has been largely framed around crude oil, revenue derivation, and fiscal federalism. However, this narrow focus the overlook of the vast deposit of solid mineral resources across Nigeria and the northern Nigeria in particular, ranging from gold, lithium, limestone, columbine, and gypsum. With the global shift toward energy transition, mineral resources, and industrial input, these resources present a potentially transformative economic pathway. This afternoon, I am joined by my guest, Jaffer Aliu, a renowned geologist, to help us understand what resource control means beyond oil. Jaffer, welcome to Political Arena on S24 Television.
Thank you, Mr. Traki. Thank you for having me.
So, Jaffer, for a layman to understand, if we say resource control, what do we mean by resource control from your own geologist perspective?
So when we say resource control, it simply means the ability of a government to manage, regulate, and benefit from natural resources in a particular region. Like, let's say, the ability of government to have the full authority in the natural resources or solid minerals in a particular area, and for it to be able to harness and benefit from that resources. That is what is meant by resource control in a nutshell.
Okay, thank you for this wonderful introduction.
Thank you.
So, we all believe that in the northern Nigeria there is vast mineral resources lying down
Indeed.
on the northern Nigeria, untapped.
Indeed.
In your humble opinion, as a geologist, why do you think that most of the resources are there untapped?
Okay, so currently the mining solid mineral sector is currently facing 3 to 4 major problems.
What are
Number
they?
one is the issue of insecurity. Secondly, the issue of lack of inconsistent policy implementation, that is by the government. Thirdly, lack of management. So if you look at the insecurity, I find it funny, or will I say interesting, to see that any region that has enough of mineral resources in commercial deposits in any region of the country, particularly the north, you will see that the next day or in so days, you'll find the issues of insecurity, lakurawa, unknown gunmen. You know, it's so interesting. And secondly, if you look at the issue of lack of policy implementation, currently, even though the current administration is trying, but it can do better. Policies, a lot of foreign investors do not trust when it comes to policy. They lack trust in
Implementation of the policy?
Yeah, implementation of the policies by a majority of the African leaders, or will I say the African countries, because you see that a policy is implemented today or is proposed after you have invested millions of dollars or even billions. In the next day or in less time, you'll see that that policy is being revoked or changed, which will indirectly affect your investment or disrupt what you have been building for months. And that will be a loss for as an investor or as a businessman.
Okay, you made mention of state controlling their own resources, especially from like in places like America. We have seen a situation whereby there is what we call fiscal federalism and feeding bottom federalism. So how can the states manage and control their own natural resources? I believe, because according to some people, if states are managing their own resources and they are remitting some funds to the central government, is going to reduce the rate of insecurity in that particular region that is affecting. Because we have seen many places like Zamfara, like Borno, Maiduguri, there have been a kind of like insurgency that is taking place right now due to resource control. Do you think that leaving state to manage their own resources will reduce the issue of insecurity in that state?
Well, you know, every decision, or will I say policy, has its pros and cons. So in that case, I will support that the federal government should reduce decentralization and control of solid minerals, in which the states will also be given some sovereignty to
manage their own resources.
Yeah, to manage their resources, to collect revenue and royalties, but also at the same time, the federal government should be responsible for general overseeing of those resources.
Like the federal government should serve as a supervision body?
Yeah, the federal government should serve as a controlling body or a central body, like in the economic sector, or like in financial sector, like the CBN of this in solid mineral sector.
Okay, the issue of illegal mining has been affecting the northern region. So how do you think we can cushion the effect of illegal mining in our area?
Well, in that case too, the recent administration really tried on paper. I don't know of the implementation. Yeah, so there is this thing they call the 7-point renewed hope agenda that was announced by the Honorable Minister for Solid Mineral, Mr. Dele Alaki. So part of those 7 agendas was the overseeing and tackling of illegal mining. They have tried, we have seen they implement a special squad department out of the NSCDC, which is charged with overseeing and regulating every security aspect on site and generally mining, in general mining, which are called the mining marshals. Yeah, the current administration tried on that. They are heavily armed, well trained, and yeah, they are trying, but they can do better. Even though we can see the still issues of illegal mining is still prevailing in the northern region.
Okay, so how can at least foreign investors help our local miners?
Okay, so foreign investors, you know, investors are businessmen. So no businessman will invest in a bad business. So number one, for the foreign investors to come in, they have to see that the government is doing something to tackle these major insecurity issues. Secondly, the government have to also improve with sustainable policy implementation, and also provision of
amenities.
Yeah, will I say power, water source, good roads, good road access.
Basic amenities and the environment for businesses to thrive.
Yeah, exactly. So the government have to do that too. Then they will earn the trust of investors, definitely.
Okay, so it has come to our notice in the 19 northern states in the northern Nigeria, each state has its own mineral resources that is lying down in that particular state. So what are your calls to the governors, especially the governors of that state, in order to harness that mineral resources? Because there are several resources that are there untapped.
Yeah, as you said, a report was given out by the Nigerian Extractive and Industries Transparency Institute, which state that Nigeria, the solid mineral sector, is a sector that is worth over $700 billion US. And it's so interesting to know that 70% of these resources deposits are located in the 19 northern states. And out of this 19 states, 40, we have about more than 40 highly in demand commercial solid minerals deposited in those states.
That are untapped.
That are untapped. So if these governments, if these governors can really look into this and invest to try their own best, I think it will really be a good investment, because it will lead to job creation.
Having more revenue.
Yeah, for them too, they will get more revenue, and it will lead to industrialization.
Okay, so you know the country is approaching 2027 elections.
Exactly.
So you're a young, agile geologist.
Thank you.
So what are your call to your fellow Nigerians out there?
My call is number one, every vote matters. Make sure you get your PVC, and on the election day, go out and vote for your choice. Vote for what you believe. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for speaking to us on S24 Television.
Thank you, Mr. Chaki.
So that is all what we have on Political Arena.